Today we are here with Maggie McCarthy, a Medfield grad. Our first question is, what's your current occupation?
My current occupation, I work at Thorne Health, which is a supplement company, and I am a strategic account manager. So I work on the sports performance team with all their East Coast accounts.
Okay, and where did you go to college and what did you major in?
I went to Harvard for undergrad. I majored in economics, and then I went to Duke for grad school for business school where I studied entrepreneurship.
Did you have a minor?
I had a minor in psychology, actually, yeah, in at Harvard.
And could you walk us through your career path?
All right, it's a little bumpy. Okay, let's see. Well, it is funny because right now I'm 26 years old and I started my first job last year, whereas all my friends have been in their jobs for 3 years because I went straight to grad school. What happened, I'll tell you a brief story. So at Harvard, I joined the lacrosse team a little bit later, so I had an extra year of eligibility. So I went straight to grad school to use it, which is a different path. A lot of people in business school have had jobs beforehand. So I was kind of going in blind, kind of like you were talking about, going undecided into undergrad. So in grad school, I was just kind of exploring my interests. And then what happens is a lot of Ivy League school people and a lot of business school people go into finance. And actually, my minor in business school was in finance too, corporate finance. So out of school, I kind of followed the path and thought I was interested in it. And I'm always someone who likes to push myself. So I pushed myself. I was like, I'm going to try to push myself to get the hardest job and just challenge myself. So I went into finance in Boston. I started in I think it was August, I think, and was there for 6 months. And then I realized I do not like this at all. It just didn't, not necessarily finance, but the role just didn't fit what I wanted for my lifestyle. So in December, after 6 months of being there, I decided I want to do something that I'm passionate about. So I took some time off and then I decided to look into the health and wellness space, which I'm really passionate about, being an athlete. And also just I love to take care of my body. So that's how I came to Thorne. And I've been there since March, so I'm in my second month there.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, what is a typical day for you right now?
A typical day. Again, much better than my last job. So a typical day for me now, and I can tell you what the other one was like, but typical day for me is I like to get up very early. People make fun of me, but I like my morning time. I get up around like 5:15, 5:30. I go on my personal email, I answer some personal emails, work on like my own side projects that I have. Then I'll do a little workout, whether it's going for a walk, doing yoga on my mat at home, or going to the gym. And then I log on. I like to get on a little early, around 8:15, do my own personal stuff because I think with a lot of people, you guys can probably relate. Once everybody else wakes up, it feels very busy, so I like to kind of get control over my day. And then I actually work remote. So the headquarters of my company are in South Carolina. So I work remote. I answer my emails. I always make sure there's a lunch break so I don't get booked. I have a little break throughout the day. And then things kind of slow down around like 6 o'clock, I would say, have dinner and then log back on if I need to do anything. But one other thing I'll say about remote work is I love the flexibility because I can get things done in my own chunks, but also go for walks when I have time. But what I love to do too is mix in things where I'm going out in person too. So living in Boston, there are so many opportunities to find sports teams, find studios, and that's kind of where I work. So meeting people in person is valuable to me too.
Hmm. What traits do you think are important to have for your job?
For any job.
Like for your job specifically.
Oh, for my job. I would say being personable. So one reason, again, I took a remote job in this role is that I'm talking to people all day. So it's kind of like a sales role, and sometimes salespeople get a bad rep because whoever they're talking to is like, this person just wants to make money off me and do it in any way that they can. But doing something that you're really passionate about and being personable to the people, and then I also think being very consistent. So showing up the same way every day, treating everybody the same, and then also being consistent in your follow-up as well. Always being reachable within the hours of work.
Hmm. Okay, what is the most rewarding part of your job?
The most rewarding part of my job, I would say, is the fact that one, helping people like run their businesses, and I work with a lot of small business owners. So I kind of view myself as someone who's trying to help them grow different types of their business because sometimes people have ideas but don't know how to actually put them into action. So I think seeing the growth of these businesses that I work with. Another thing too, just the product that I'm in. Thorne is supplements, so it helps people with their health in all different ways. Would be that whatever I'm doing is helping the business, but then also helping the people that are using the supplements. So it all, that's why I chose the health space because I feel like my work has some type of deeper meaning.
Hmm.
What advice would you give a high school student that is interested in this career?
Oh, that's interesting in this career. If you're interested in something, whether it's health, whatever, stay close to it. Like don't stray away from it. Like you know yourself, you know kind of what you are interested in. Don't stray away from it just because of what everybody else is doing. I think a really valuable piece, which is why I'm so glad you guys are doing this, is hearing from a range of different people. A lot of times I feel like sometimes even in the med field bubble, like you're in a little bubble and then you realize there's a whole world out there. So same with your schools, when you go off to your schools, some schools might be known for business, some might be known for engineering. And just because you're there doesn't mean that you have to go ahead and do what everyone else is doing. And people, I think, actually have more respect when you do something that you truly care about. Like Elizabeth, if you love soccer, right?
Hmm.
So maybe you become a soccer coach. I don't know. But everyone knows Elizabeth loves soccer and it makes sense that she's there. So I think just
Yeah,
following your passion would be the main thing.
yeah, I agree. Okay. What surprised you most about your career once you started, and what's your favorite part?
What surprised me most about my career from when I actually started like 6 months ago was that it can change very quickly. Like you can have a plan, however many years out, but you might start a job and not like it, and it's okay to switch. I think that's one thing that surprised me. What was the second part of the question?
What's your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part about my job is meeting a lot of different people and hearing a lot of people's stories and how they started their businesses.
Do you have any other questions?
Okay, thank
Okay, that's
you.
it.